Hello, this is MrChabry, and we're here with another battle for the PDL. Today we're going to go against Squid and the Town Spindas. Looking at that team, Pod 2, we ended up in the red pod, so Electrode is going to be on our team, and Incineroar is 100% going to be on our opponent's team. So look at our opponent's team. There's a lot of scary mons. Tapu Koko, Halucha, Landorus is also a really good one. And my opponent has a lot of or at least two Pokemon that are going to benefit from Tapu Koko's ability, and that's going to be the Iron Boulder and the Iron Moth. So we have to keep an eye on those two Pokemon as well. So the Pokemon that I'm going to bring, let me go ahead and pull that up. Here's my team. We've got Electrode, of course. This is going to be a fast set. There's no way that we're going to outspeed the Halucha after it gets an unburdened, but we're going to outspeed it naturally, which is good. We got Rocky Helmet on this. My thought is to slow down that Halucha. Volt Switch for Momentum, Reflect to help us against some of these physical attackers. Leaf Storm just for damage. Dragonite here has multi-scale. I've got Ice Spinner for the Lando. Extreme Speed. Earthquake, that's good for Iron Moth, the Iron Boulder, and the Tapu Koko. And then Extreme Speed. Get a Dragon Dance, hit things hard. Tornadus, this is going to be a set that's kind of a little bit more offensive than what I've been using. I want to try to get some damage onto things with this. And the same thing with Slowking. This is going to be a more offensive play pressure sense than what I've been doing. And you can see with Slowking, we've got some offensive pressure that should help us out. Surf is to help us with Incineroar. Sludge Bomb is for Tapu Koko. Ice Beam is for Lando. Mostly with Slowking, it's trying to catch things on the switch-in. And then Chilly Reception for switching. And then if we look up here at Tornadus, of course, U-Turn, Tailwind. Tailwind is going to be important if I can get that up. I can outspeed quite a few things. And Defog to keep things clear. Typhlosion, we're going to have the Ground-type Terra. That's going to help us with the Tapu Koko. That's going to help us with a few of the other things that I'm kind of nervous about. But mainly that Tapu Koko is what I'm terrified of. We got Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, Eruption. Maybe we can get that going. And then this Iron Tread's a more offensive than what I've been running. We've got an Air Balloon that will give us a chance to survive when facing down Lando. We also have Stealth Rocks for support, Earthquake, Ice Spinner, and Volt Switch. I think will all be pretty good. And then Quark Drive. We can take advantage of that in the face of Tapu Koko. So I think we're looking pretty good. I think we're ready for this battle. Hopefully we can get ourselves another victory. It's what we really would like to have. We got one victory so far, 3 losses. Unfortunately, those losses come at us being swept really hard, so that knocked us down really low into the standings. But hopefully this time we can pull ourselves back up. So without further ado, we're going to hop in and battle the Town Spindas. Alright, here we go. Looking at my opponent's team, the Incineroar is there. Let's kind of take note of who we got to face. No Lantern. Tapu Koko is there. We also have Halucha, what I'm terrified of. No Dusclops. Lando, of course. Fortress. And then the Iron Moth. Alright, looking at our opponent's team, who might be the best lead for us? Well, let's kind of take a moment to think about this. I think my opponent leads Landorus. I think that's what my opponent will do. So, yeah, if we lead the Trode, we can set up a Reflect and go from there. I think that's what we do. Alright, there's Lando. Alright, we reflect. Let's go ahead and get that reflect going. And then we can Leaf Storm for some damage. If that makes sense. Iron Treads would have been the better lead, actually. Because then an Ice Spinner actually has a chance to one-shot. Even a defensive set. Not full-on defensive. Alright, there's the taunt. Do we go Tornadus here? Yes, we go Tornadus hard. Alright, there's the U-turn. What do we see? What do we find? Tapu Koko. Alright. I have a really good switch in for this. And that's going to be my Slow King. Yeah, Slow King. Or would Iron Treads be better? Let's just go Slow King. Thunderbolt, we take that. Alright, here is the play. Here's the play. So, Slow King is here. You're not staying in because Sludge Bomb is going to more likely hurt you bad. What do you send out to take that, though? Do you go into Lando? Maybe Fortress comes in. Let me see. I don't have Flamethrower on this thing. That would actually be decent. That actually would be decent. Maybe Chilly Reception. Let's go for it. Chilly Reception. I'm predicting Fortress. There it is. Alright, and then we have Typhlosion. So, do we just go Typhlosion here? I think we do. You got Sturdy, probably. Alright. You've got leftovers. You're not staying in. What do you have that resists? Incineroar. I think Incineroar is honestly the more likely answer to this. But if I pop my Terra here, we do a lot of damage, right? I'm faster than you. Let's Flamethrower. Alright, I'm not going to show my Ground Terra yet. Alright, go Iron Treads. Let's do it. We go Iron Treads on the face of this Lando. There it is. Alright. Here's what we do. We Ice Spin. We got... Did we get... Oh, we didn't get the Cork. We don't have the Cork Drive yet. Still. Is there any downside to Ice Spinning here? Or do I get Rocks Up? Let's get Rocks Up. There we go. I think that is going to be good. Fortress comes out pretty easy, I think. Incineroar. Okay, let me see what we can do. Incineroar. Do I go Tornadus here? I think I do. Let's go Tornadus. Got a Wisp, but that's fine because this is a special focus set. I'm not too worried about my attack. I could Bleak Wind, or I could Tailwind. Or we can U-turn and then bring in something that threatens this thing even more. I like the idea of Bleak Winding. Let's U-turn. What do I switch into this? I didn't think you'd stay in. Alright, I guess we Iron Treads. Iron Treads. Parting Shot, okay. I see you. I see you. And Tapu Koko. Alright, you don't have much that you can actually do to me, and you just boosted my speed. I do have a reduction in attack, so that's going to hurt. But, let me check something. Lando comes in. Do I... Ice Spinner don't quite knock it out. But I'm going to go for Ice Spinner here. Halucha! Please tell me I smack this thing in the nose. Boom! It's decent damage. Alright, Halucha. This is the thing I'm terrified of. It's fast. Close combat doesn't quite knock me out. Tornadus is going to be the thing that I need. I want to Volt Switch and then bring in Tornadus. We've got a Swords Dance here. You're at +2. Yeah, Tornadus. I think you have to come in. Yeah, I need you, Tornadus. Need you, Tornadus. You should be able to take a hit. We Bleak Wind. I'm not staying by, letting this thing do a lot of damage to me. Acrobatics. I did a lot of more damage than it should. What I've got on here. What set do I have? Alright, Dragonite. Alright, you should be able to... Extreme Speed, knock it out. It should, unless this is a specialty set. How much damage I got on that Fortress? Extreme Speed. Just knock this thing out. Oh, it's going to survive. Alright. Get rid of it at least. This is the biggest threat on my opponent's team. If I can get rid of this, Typhlosion could come in later and sweep. There we go. Alright, that's big. That's actually huge. I don't have my Dragon Dance, unfortunately. I knock it out from this range with an Earthquake. I don't think my opponent lets me have that. I gotta go Slowking. Yeah, we take that. Alright, Slowking, you're out. Is there a downside to clicking Surf? Do we take out Lando with a Surf? I'm just looking at what's the best across the field. Surf from this range, it's iffy. Ice Beam, not quite. But Surf is really the best I've got. It's the safest, so we'll Surf. We'll Surf. Alright, that's it, though. That knocks it out from this range. There we go. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, Fortress comes out. What do I have for Fortress? I will switch. Yeah, I will switch for this. What is your Oh, you didn't bring a Terra Captain. You didn't bring a Terra Captain at all. Alright, so I'm going to actually keep you alive. Go into his suit. Yeah, I'm going to go into my Electrode. Rapid Spin, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and set up things that I need set up, like a Reflect. That's going to be good. Well, should I Reflect? Volt Switch. Get our Iron Treads out on the field. Get a speed boost. Oh, I did a lot. Iron Treads. We've got that speed boost. We're pretty fast, not gonna lie. Earthquake, do you do the job from here? Not quite, but a Volt Switch put extra damage onto you, so I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go back into Electrode here. Ooh, Paralysis. Let's see, he's got Incineroar. I've got a Light Clay, right? No, I don't. Really, Incineroar is the only thing that would benefit from Reflect. Volt Switch though. At this point, I do want to get Slowking back to full health, but I think I'll go into Iron Treads. Maybe. So I can pressure this thing to not go for Quiver Dance. Don't want it to get a Quiver Dance. That's the big thing I don't want. Alright, Incineroar is here. Flare Blitz knocks me out from this range. Do I even have a switch for this thing? I might keep Electrode. Oh, Volt Switch. Oh, I'm still faster. Okay. Well, let's just go Electrode. Yeah, Flare Blitz. Do chip damage back to yourself. Alright. The ultimate question that is on my mind. Do we get a Typhlosion sweep here? We're fast. We're very fast. I think we go for it. Right? Yeah, I think we go for it. You don't have anything that can come out to stop me. Nothing is immune to ground unless, say, the Iron Moth for some reason has an air balloon. We'll go ahead and take this Tapu Koko. If you don't mind, I'll take that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Is this thing going to get a... what boost? Speed. Okay. Iron Moth got a speed boost. Did I take into account... Oh, you are faster than me. But you don't one-shot me with nothing. You don't one-shot me with nothing. So Typhlosion gains the victory, guys. We just got ourselves a nice victory. We got a Typhlosion sweep that is very important for our ranking. Maybe if we can get Typhlosion up there, Typhlosion will be sitting high, mighty, and pretty. Anyway, if you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next Pokemon video.